had specs on in here. All right. I have to start doing this shit. Peace, peace. I'm giving this a minute so people can check it out while I go through all these files and shit. So, you know, it's early for a lot of people. Some people it's late, but fuck it. What's good, Ray? What's good, fam? All right. I'm gonna get ready to get this started in a minute. Fucking cold, man. Y'all gotta forgive me. I'm just learning, not just learning, but just mastering how to work a lot of this shit in the studio. So, about to go ahead and get started. Play some of this shit real quick. I'm going to be playing some of this Bando Theory and talking about a few things while I play it. Just some snippets, run through it real quick and answer a couple of questions from y'all. See what the hell is going on out there in Facebook and music world and all of that stuff. So, let's get it started. I ain't going to play the intro. Well, you know what? I am going to play a little bit of the intro because it's from one of my favorite series. The Undisputed. One of the undisputed TV shows of all time, Breaking Bad. So go ahead, let's get down to it.
I don't know who you are. I don't even know who I'm talking to.
Y'all feeling my mug?
If that's true, if you don't know who I am, Maybe your best course would be to tread lightly.
Games don't get played round here, nigga. Let's separate the house from the field, niggas. For real, nigga. I'm a for real nigga. Tortured by the sight of spilled liquor from killed niggas who fell victim to steel grippers. I'm so for real. Picture me and my teams. Handle poking out of my jeans. Highs and lows, can I build with ya? Beer sipping, beer dripping from the brew. Kicking game, showing nothing but fearlessness. Still in this. I see what proof meant, now I really feel them. Die a hero or you live long enough to become a villain. They silently attack, so how I look like chillin'. I done been in real beef. These niggas are only grillin', no illin'. Sentient Jews, I came up overlooking them vintage views. Your missus choose. She met every requirement to sip this pimp juice. Fill up her jaw like a whole wad of big league chew. These dudes are frauds. My heart is a vacant yard. Had to scrap real broads. My knuckles bearing the scars. Went from high school scuffles to clearing it out in bars. Deaf guy in the debate, I ain't hearing them out at all. A pit bull next to y'all, I'm a big dude. Food sneaking this, the max spitting like a chip food. Don't forget
That's my line right there, boy.
Cross those who was there for you, played for you, had your back brandishing them pistols. Grown man, I ain't never ducked behind my partners. Compartments hitting through the crib, Glocks, llamas, choppers. Dodging the devil, sitting comfy with a godly posture. You think infinity stones, I'm thinking 7 chakras. I wake your block
What up, Katie? What up, O?
Everything around here that gets chopped up, boy, you are not us. Soaking up the hot sun degrees comfortably. Bitches hunting me like I'm giving out flat tummy tea. It's a sudden feeling of uncertainty approaching me. The whole family gon' eat.
Gabrielle, Montreal, what up, though?
Let the llama squeeze. It looked expensive, but it didn't cost much. A Bahama breeze. This God is with me. Who can stand against me? My cup runneth over, never empty. Pull up forever crispy. Hopping out the whip, the same grimy vibe.
So yo,
bring out the roses every time we ride. I call my heart the Bando because it simply don't remind me.
On this track, I just wanted to give a strong intro. You know, intros are a big thing for me personally when it comes down to albums. So I really wanted that shit to be strong. Like, as soon as I come in, to let people know what time it is. Like, yo, I'm here. It's a new day. It's a new age. I'm about to get in and do what I'm here to do. So that's why I went so hard on this intro, because it's also the title song for the album, Live from the Bando. And that shit is representing me, representing a lot of pieces of my heart and all that shit that has to do with this music thing. But I just wanted a strong intro when I had the mindset of doing that song. When I heard that beat, I was like, yo, that shit is the intro. That is the intro, because it's saying so much. It's a strong ass, it comes in so it grabs you as soon as that shit kicks in. So that was my thought process in making that the first song, the Bando Theory. As soon as I heard it, and it was actually I was like in the middle of making this project when I heard that beat, and that ended up being the first song. So it just automatically fit into what I was doing, and it made the cut as the first track. So that was just it on that one, man. I just had fun doing that shit. Now let's go into this next track right here. I'm just going to be previewing these songs for those who haven't got it. The Bando Theory is out right now. All digital platforms and all that good shit. So go check it out. Download some good hip hop, man. And I appreciate all y'all who've been out there rocking with me and checking this out. It's one of my best releases, I gotta say. So let's get into the next track right here.
One time for the homies who remain loyal. 10 toes down, live and die on the same
North
soil.
Africa.
To all the ladies
Cracking.
down for them real ones, no
Young
idea
Flu.
how they love them. For some reason you feel
Fuck around and
love.
caught me a cold.
First time that I put myself first. My net worth can never match up to my self-worth. Flow tighter than a new pair of kicks. Soul fire, ghost rider, take my loot and I dip. Prolific and stacking them, so you never see a fraction of the shit that I be going through. What's the use of showing you? Don't ask about the crew. I don't know what these niggas going through. I guess we all got personal problems, telling everybody, but the last person seem to know is you. I just got sick of being a fucking glue. Why we ain't have another album, them gave you a clue. Let's just say niggas ain't do what they supposed to do. It's cool, I love them dudes, I still kick it time to time. I sit with them and reminisce and chop about some rhymes. I barely hop in pics with them, yo, I ain't trying to shine. Whatever I need, he got me, and that's the bottom line. Everything we got going here's our business. They want me up in interviews, pointing fingers and yapping popping off like a star witness. But back to rap, every bar is vicious. Midday got something to say. Fuck y'all bitches. One time for the homies who remain loyal. 10 toes down, live and die on the same soil. To all the ladies, hold it down for them real ones. No idea why you love them, for some reason you feel them. Rock with me for a minute, let me show you the real. Side to side, just vibe, on and do what you feel. Rock with me for a minute, let me show you the real. Side to side, just vibe, on and do what you feel. They asked what I was feeling on the day proof passed. Yo, I'm still asking God how long that day gon' last.
UK, what up?
My wife waking me up, tears rolling down her face, giving me that somebody done died. Look, somehow her arms are ready for me. Heard the news, I collapsed. I don't know how long for that sound to come out that cry took. Outside the hospital, niggas convening, holding court, counting suspects, sobbing and screaming. In the distance, I can hear some dude ask, damn, I bet it ain't gonna be another album, is it? Now I look at them different. Honestly, everything else is a blur. After seeing proof laying there, that's kind of what I prefer. I wanna keep the image of him as a king, standing strong, fearing love, the man of his word. Anything else is absurd. You still shine bright. Nobody can never steal Shine's light. I swear I can hear his voice on the calm night. One time for the homies who remain loyal. 10 toes down, live and die on the same soil.
Yeah.
To all the ladies, hold it down for them real ones. No idea why you love them, for some reason you feel them. Rock with me for a minute, let me show you the real. Side to side, just vibe, go on and do what you feel. Rock with me for a minute, let me show you the real. Side to side, just vibe.
So right there, off rip,
I'm pretty private, I be off of my
I just want to immediately like clear some of the questions that people may ask about me. And I know I'm real personal. I don't really expose myself a lot or bare my soul, so to speak. So on this record, I just wanted to answer a couple of questions because people are asking like, yo, what's up with it D12 album? What's up with this album? What's up with what M doing? Blah, blah, blah. And bottom line is we all fam. And despite whatever that's going on, this is my foundation. D12 is my foundation. I got nothing but love for it. And we all A1 when it comes to doing our thing. So I just wanted people to know that I'm still out here putting in work. I'm still repping this brand. And I just got love for it. I got love for the music. Also, I just want to rep for Big Proof. And that's why I put that verse in there about my thought process and what happened when I was going through the shit I was going through when I heard that Proof had got killed. So I wanted to let people know what I was going through, give them some insight and just what happened through my eyes that morning. But that was a pretty deep song for me because it's a real personal song. And I fucking dig it. First I hated it. And it was the last song I actually put on here. But my homie, my bro Swift was like, yo, you got to put that on there, man. You can't just let that just fly. That can't sit in the vault. So shout out to Swift for making me put this song on here because I wouldn't have done it. So that's what that shit is about. Make sure y'all check the website out too, digitalmusic.com, digitalmusicconference.com. Go there, log in, and see a whole bunch of different shit musically and all other type of shit that you might enjoy as far as hip hop and music. It's gonna be a whole new platform of how music gets presented to you guys out there. So check that shit out. And now let's go to the next track, which is one of my favorites. I wanted to get ignorant on this one, so this was my Detroit favorite. Boss Down. This is my shit right here.
You bitch, I'm a wanted man. You can go out with your gun in hand and play the gunner man.
What up, Eric?
Chill with the stunting fam. You be keeping it less than a buck and I'm 100 grand. Pistol hanging out, no safety on it, Glock 40. The top shorty couldn't make it on my top 40. I make the lady get the back and do some drops for me. Finesse a couple cops for me, make some stops for me. Come from the struggle, no BMWs, just troubled you. Breaking down some blood over cockroaches, no Huxtables. You ain't even gotta be involved, niggas busted you. Just because you gave homie some dap, I don't fuck with you. Still spitting A1, even though they slept on it. Block cranking, only 5 houses left on it. Overdosing on my verse like I ain't stepped on it. Raw game, bitch. Call a ref on them. Trust me, you don't really want what you asking for. Them brothers live their best life going back and forth. I don't care about your tough talking trapping, bro. Your boy keep it moving. What you think I'm packing for? Oh, what a feeling. I'm back up in the building. In the cut laying up like my mattress on the ceiling. These niggas ain't saying shit when they rapping. I don't hear them. They rhyming all off beat and lacking on their rhythm. Pick a side, this ain't a balancing act. He took the pump to his mouth without the asthma attack. You niggas ain't really ballin', I see where you traveling at. You bossing it Olive Garden, my homie, yo, cancel that. I'm undisputed and raw, you watered down and diluted. You can catch you
What up, Brazil? What up, Steve-O?
Talking niggas really do it, we be really moving. Rearrange your whole life, shit be really ruined. Running shit like a Rockefeller Rothschild. You can either pay the cost or get crossed out. Like the evidence, the cases get.
What's up, Ray?
So nigga either boss up or get bossed down.
So yeah, that was my Detroit flow right there, man. And it was I had fun doing this one. It's featuring my homie Money Making AD. That's him right there, man. AD is my man's right there. Shout out to Money Making AD. This song was fun as hell. We just got ignorant with it. You could just put on a pair of buffs. All my Detroit cats know what that is. Put on a pair of buffs, ride out to this shit. But it was a strong ass song, and I'm like, yo, I'm putting this shit on here. So that's Boss Down featuring Money Making AD. Produced by Nick Speed too. Shout out to Nick Speed. Nick Speed, what up? For sure, man. Yeah, I look out. Definitely R.I.P. Proof, R.I.P. the Bugs, and anybody else out there. Shout out to all y'all out there, man. Just living everyday life and going through it, cause we all have our things. We all have life that gets in the way of a lot of shit and heartaches and all that shit. But shout out to those who are persevering and just keep on pushing, dog. For real. I don't want to turn this into a fucking sermon, but much love to everybody out there living everyday life and going through it. Next track right here is called Shine. And actually, as the album is progressing, as you hear more and more, I'd like to take this shit on the incline. I like to have my sound cinematic. I got that from learning from M. Obi tries to tell you that. It's a cinematic thing that we do. We build up our albums to a certain climax. So we make sure that we sequence it to the right format. So we know it's like a movie. So that's how I go about it in my head. You don't want to start the movie at the end. You want to just start that shit and let that shit just boom. It's like a roller coaster. It gets you the lows and then you go high, low, whatever. But you got to end up with that shit just on point and everything dropping, making sense. So right now I'm just building up with the songs. I'm building up with the concept, building up with the lyrical showcase and all that. So this one right here is called Shine. And it's basically saying I'm going to still do my thing regardless of what anybody says or anybody does. I'm still going for mine, and they know I'm a killer out here. That's why they don't want to say my name. Anybody. Who want it, nigga? I'm just bullshitting. Here we go. Shine, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. DigitalMusicConference.com. Log in on that. Check it out.
What the fuck is all you hear after the uppercut? Lift up the trunk and get the dumping, people busting up. Another day inside the D, you better tuck your nuts. Niggas get shot every day, B. You tough, right? Here's a thermometer, sip your soup, nigga, cover up. We throw niggas out of moving cars, yo, tuck and duck. You big bad wolves do nothing, only huff and puff. Embarrassing like mama when she made you cut her up. In front of company, as a kid, I was an ugly duckling. Hide and go get it, girls never humped on me. Puberty hit me like a truck, the road reversed, they started hunting me. I'm pleading like, what the fuck do they want from me? Back when wise words sounded dumb to me. Hanging out drinking at radio shades, and I was fun to me. The shit was jokes and games until they pulled that gun on me. And then they humble me, transform like Bumblebee. Now I'm my own hype man, my own cosign. Don't wear tight pants, but the boy gon' shine. Talk about me, I ain't even gon' shut you up. Cause honestly, the masses ain't on my nuts enough. These young niggas wanna call us old niggas cause we older. These hoes hate to be called hoes, but they be hoeing. I'm thinking, where the fuck is all of this going? It's like I waited all my life just for this, homie. I know you wanted me to fail or get you pissed on it. You looking like somebody took your dreams and pissed on it. Pardon me, dog, slap you out your bitch moment. The gun is more scary once you see the clip for it. I owe my respect, you cats are paying rent for it. As soon as you can't pay, they make you strip for it. But as the world keeps spinning, your girl keeps grinning at me while you steady chasing, spin the grip for it. Now I'm my own hype man, my own cosign. Don't wear tight pants, but the boy gon' shine. Talk about me, I ain't even gon' shut you up. Cause honestly, the masses ain't on my nuts enough. They say a wounded animal is at its most dangerous. They say the same thing about me when I'm bad with the stainless. I used to have it in for some niggas who had it out for me. Handled homies so fast, dog, we ain't about to be. Reciprocate the love whenever it's shown.
Appreciate it, Ray. Yeah. I'm gonna keep at it, man. I'm gonna keep at it. So I'm I'm gonna keep displaying these songs and going through them. Let y'all know the thought process of all of them. I'm just play little snippets. Oh man, go! I'll take that. I'll take that. And Gabrielle, I'll definitely keep that in mind right there, man. Appreciate you, Ray. Appreciate it. I'm gonna keep going, man. They can't stop it. I'm just in the mode of creating now. So now that I got everything running up and running and all that shit, I got a lot of stuff in the vault. So next song right here is called GTFB, featuring my man. Shout out to Seven the General. That's my guy. Seven always come through. Seven will come through in the fucking snowstorm and give you a hot ass 16. And I told him before, he demands a certain presence as soon as he started rapping. As soon as you hear Seven the General, you automatically tune in because he just has a voice that he has one of those voices that capture you quick. It grabs your attention real quick. So you just immediately just like, oh shit, who the fuck is this? So this is called GTFB, featuring Seven the General and my homie, my brother Maestro, who basically does a whole lot of shit for me as far as behind the scenes musically and all of that. So shout out to Maestro, Silent Riot, and my homie Seven the General, my good man. So check it out. Here we go. Ireland, big up. What's good, Robert? Robert Rush. What's good, man? Thank y'all for tuning in. What's up, Chris? All right, GTFB.
Get the fuck back from my car. Quick fast, you might get some right from the car. You niggas be acting so hard till that man bitch in my hand a ratchet go off. Get the fuck back from my car. Quick fast, you might get some right from the car. You niggas be acting so hard till that man bitch in my hand a ratchet go off. Homie, I'ma need for you to back up from my car door.
Oh man, shit, I'm just saying.
What you all up on my car for? That aggressive posture ain't called for. Nah. Out of this 30, I'ma let you borrow 4. I hear you, killer, yo, you say it with your chest. Yo, you going through it, I ain't trying to add on to your stress. Trying to go about my day, little food, little rest. Yeah, little pen in my pocket might do a little flex. Yeah, got some folks in need, I'm trying to do a little blessing. Last thing I wanna do is teach you a little lesson. Right. Some niggas should go to school when they get to testing. These young niggas be trying to prove shit and disrespect it. And so they get checked like they answered the right question. Their whole mood change when you pull out the right weapon. This ain't what you want, step aside. Or else it's gonna be a long day if you don't back up from my ride. So please, get the fuck back from my car. Quick fast, you might get some right from the car. You niggas be acting so hard till that man bitch in my hand a ratchet go off. Get the fuck back from my car. Quick fast, you might get some right from the car. You niggas be acting so hard till that man bitch in my hand a ratchet go off. Back in the ball with the whip with the FN clip, put into that tough shit. Little off my bust shit, nigga not a player but I crush shit. Right out blazing that nut shit. Semi-dog, we don't duck shit. Shit to me, cut quick, I pull up on you, get touched, bitch. Hey, west side Evergreen, a bunch of gang shit. Yeah, run into the feet, a bunch of gang. Yeah, pull up near the whip, I get the banging, bitch. Give me 50 feet and get your paint chip, please. Get the fuck back from my car. Quick fast, you might get some right from the car. You niggas be acting so hard till that man bitch.
Yeah. I told you, man, Seven be going off. Seven be going the fuck off. So, that was that joint right there, GTFB. Get the fuck back. That was fun making, man. I hear Seven Up, he just came through and just bam, like that, he sent the verse back so fast. And usually I send all my features out first because I know as artists, even myself, I know it's hard to stop doing what you're doing and get on a feature when you're focused on something because we have this tunnel vision. So we're artistic, we're creative, so we're weirdos, and so to speak, when it comes to music. And we see things in rhymes and patterns and beats or whatever it is. So I know how hard it is to hop off of what you're doing to get on somebody else's song and get into a whole different mood and a whole different mind state. So I send my features out first all the time because I know as artists it's going to take a while. It might take a while. I'm always expecting at least a month or so for a feature to come back because that's what we do. When we're busy, we're doing stuff. Even when we're not busy, we're busy. So 7, he's one of the exceptions. He got that shit back within like a couple of days, like right back. So shout out to 7 for coming through for me. Shout out to Maestro for GTFB, man. It was basically just me and him going in, telling motherfuckers to get the fuck back. Now let's go into one of my favorite joints right here. This one is called Weaponized. And shout out to my homie Terracotta Blue, who me and him, we actually have another project coming out, would produce only by Terracotta Blue. This producer is just insane. I found him on like social media, and this guy is like one of the dopest producers that I've heard. He's really versatile. He also did the reel on this album. He did the reel. He did this next track I'm about to play, Weaponized, and he also did Blue Note Lounge that's on this album. So I fucks with Terracotta Blue, man. Shout out to him, and I appreciate everything that he did for this album. He is an extraordinary producer. So on this particular song, Weaponized, I just wanted to go in and let people know about my my lyrical ability. And somebody was like, yo, you got to go in and just let people know, man. They out here thinking it's all about purple pills. People. I'm like, man, if you tune in to what I do, you know who I am. You know my record speaks for itself. If you've been paying attention to the mixtapes or whatever, then you'll know my Midwest Marauder mixtapes. I got the Lost Gold mixtape. So the D12 mixtapes. So I have a lot of product that you can check out. But people still only listen to the main product, the main stuff like Purple Pills and the D12 albums. And I was going in on there too. But it's like my skill level is way past where I was at back then. Not saying that shit wasn't up to part in, but I'm on some Super Saiyan 80 shit now. So here's Weaponized right here, man. Let's get into it.
Let's go. Yeah, so while the earth's still spinning round, I be on my twisted metal shit, I'll kill a clown. You can see me fire rounds like cats jumping through blazing hula hoops. My mind's a 12-sided pentagon, Rubik's Cube. Now who them dudes, neither fears nothing. The avid's still busting at anyone who appears bluffing. You get yourself a pierced muffin for assuming everything is sweet. When you assume you make an ass out of you and me. There's no truity, your girl pants half off and they half fastened. Ain't no half stepping, she half fastened. Narcoleptic pacing the floor, ignoring the beautiful allure of this craftmatic. I'm a stash to cash addict. Since Daddy O and Wise was talking jazz with Stetsasonic, I was stepping brolic as hell. My bike had weapons on it. You'll check the knowledge that money hitting direct deposits, leaving shells everywhere. We making omelets, still standing like the pyramid of Giza. I'm a living anomaly, 6 spitting laryngitis, building like the Mayans. Bill amount supply. I'm balling like Mark Aguirre in dark attire. Your girl's back covered in carpet fiber. Spark your lighters and put it up for a real one. Too fearsome, absolute brilliance, the true serum. In the booth smearing blood of your crew sneering. This text for everybody that it contacts, group share 'em. Look, a lot of my dogs is pumping bass with their gun on waist. Get out a bullet, spit out and land in a sunken place. Marauder, I just go harder, you wouldn't bust a grape. You rappers roadkill, stuck to an old wheel, getting splattered, decorating the Taurus grill. Constructing bars, I'm the foreman steel, saying grace before the meal, scored wheels. Shady may have kinda peeped my potential, but now they know it's real. Invite your chick over, feel up below and chill. Dopes and Saxo Foley was running game on Bogan Meal. Focus clapping phonies, I give you dames the Holyfield. Pandemonium, James Tony, I'm bigger than Chappelle, drinking pure breast milk, Cambodian. Get to talking that petroleum and get gassed up and done greasy. Coaching shooters, Mike Dunleavy. Better than most these niggas, so you not gon' leave me. Off the list of the greats, don't see my name, I might go Stevie. Blackout, this ain't entertainment, I'm not your TV. Bad connection, hit your FaceTime, you not gon' see me. This thing cocked so easy, this rhyme here was thought so easy. Run your nap, we pop so freely. Terracotta Blue on the beat, recognized. My brain run laps around rappers for exercise. I specialize in leaving each production petrified. This is what happens when real niggas are weaponized.
In and out that fast. I was just gonna play a snippet of this, but the song is so fast. It's only like 2 minutes. 2 minutes and some change, so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna play the whole song. But as you can see, I just said fuck it, I'm going in and just displayed a little skill, just to let people know that D12 always had skill. I was always actually we were always big on skills, big on metaphors, big on flipping words, big on hitting these pockets of rhyming and switching up your style and switching up your flow and your breath control in the middle of rhyming. So I did all of that shit in that song right there. And if you can tell, it was all my audio heads out there. You can hear when the punches come in as far as my breath control goes. And there wasn't a lot of punching on that song. I actually flowed mostly like 90% of the song. And I just wanted to showcase, only the lyricists will get it, because I just wanted to showcase how breath control can actually carry over into a song and make that shit dope, even if you're saying some of the most complex rhymes or the most simplest schemes. If you have breath control and you have cadence, you can get away with doing a whole lot of shit because it's your cadence that takes the song over. You can say the dopest shit. If you have a fucked up delivery, the song is never going to work. So you have to make your delivery and your cadence A1. You got to make sure that shit is A1, that it combines with each other and it makes the absolute best product once you do that. So once again, shout out to my homie Terracotta Blue for that beat. What up, Alice Starberry, UK, what's good? Yeah, Purple Pill was dope, but there is so much more. You're absolutely right. So yeah, man, let's go into this next track, man, with my homeboy Fat Father, man, Blue Note Lounge. Yo, Digital Music Conference, log into that shit, man, and get all your music info and all of that good shit right here. We're going to be doing a lot of more showcases here. Also, my album is out right now, the Bando Theory. So check that out. And if you ain't copped it, you need to cop it, because this is some heavy ass work that I'm putting in on here. And I got something new coming in the works. So y'all go ahead and check that shit out if you don't have it. Much love to everybody who do have it. Let's get into the next track, Blue Note Lounge right here, man. This shit was fun. Featuring my man's Fat Father before I get into it. Fat Father, that's my bro. Much love to you, Fats. He always come through, and he one of the premier MCs in Detroit, man. And I would say worldwide in my book. And he is heavily slept on, no pun intended, my nigga. But this dude is a beast on this microphone, man. He got some project coming out right now. He got some projects. Shout out to Middle Finger Music that's coming through. That movement right there is just deadly alone. Some of the dopest MCs. So shout out to Middle Finger Music. Shout out to my bro Fat Father, who is my nigga outside of music as well as inside the music industry. So shout out to Fats. Let's get into the Blue Note Lounge right here and check this shit out, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for coming out tonight. It's been such a pleasure. Y'all looking so beautiful tonight. Give it up for yourself.
What's up, Sherry Crone or Cherie Crone or whatever it is?
That's right. Anyway, we're gonna have two of Detroit's finest performers come up here and show y'all how it's done. So give it up for them, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up. Me, I'm on a higher caliber, bending rules like time traveling. Bars go over your head like giants standing on a mountain throwing light javelins. Electrifying, storming like kite handling. Test the steel, get your mandarin peeled back. The real route, you a Simpson, get your dome blue Millhouse. I gotta be cavalier with it, I'm still the king. No matter whoever blew it for the team. Reign supreme, came for green. My opposition meet K's and beams. Something about Mary, Franks and beans. Get blown off the news anchors, gotta edit the scene. The penmanship is raw, better with fiends. Tiring flow. My lingo, we pressing cats, no Heimlich though.
What up, Eric?
Selfish fuck, I get mine and go. I body rappers with throwaways. Half of the time I don't be even trying. MCs just end up dying. Your girl knees end up behind her. I be laying right beside her when you call. I'm like, this bitch is a liar. I'm chilling, sipping papaya juice. Sicker than the flyer's coop, minus the roof. I am the truth, snuff a nigga right in the booth. News flash, you don't want any trouble, we all spaz. Right, I'm out of your class, permanent hall pass. I serve niggas tall glass of pride to swallow. Leave them all sleepy, hide from hollows and end up headless. Copping please, now everybody's fessing up. Don't give me a reason to have your whole fam dressing up. If you messing up performance, yeah, I'ma be mad. I shove you off stage calling me bad. Problematic, an architect, so I burn bridges. Only to fly over and earn riches.
Next
I don't
year,
concern myself with dumb bitches or crumb digits or the latest fashion. You still can get slumped in it. Jump stupid, the trunks visited, the pumps in it. Get fed slugs, ringing the dinner bell like come and get it. String a bell before he started snitching. The smartest vision. Every day I'm faced with a hard decision. Y'all sicker than ill. real. Fat, but the temperature chill. Your Twitter rat not that big of a deal. Stupidity kills. Don't become a dumb lost nigga. Semi-cop full of cop runs off niggas. Any plot off a Henny shot equals up to another penny got. Want a box? Come talk with us. Come blocks a call center. My direct line is click, click. Do that shit again and get it from God next time. Above the rim, pop status. Congrats, my mojo is intact. I'm back at it. Supplying
like I said, man. Shout out to Fat Father, man. That's my brother right there, man. Much love to you, bro. Yeah, next year we'll be in the UK. Me and Swifty McVeigh will be in the UK next year on the I Want to Thank Me tour with Snoop Dogg. So UK will be out there next year, April. Me and Swifty representing D12 will be out in the UK on the Snoop Dogg tour, I Want to Thank Me tour. Us, Dog Pound, a lot of other acts, Obi Trice. So yeah, man, we're gonna be in the UK next year. Next year, April, we'll be there. So be looking out, cop your tickets and all that shit. What up, Robert Rush? Yep, it's just me and Swifty representing D12. That's all who will be there as far as the group goes. But we're going to represent that shit, and we're going to keep waving this flag and making sure this name never dies, man. So that was it. But that was Blue Note Lounge, man. That was one of, I can't even, I know every song I say that was my favorite, but all of them my favorite. It's like picking your favorite kid. It's hard to do that shit. All of these are my babies because they come from my head. So it's hard for me to pick which song is my favorite. So that's why every song I go to, I'm like, yeah, this is my favorite, because it's a part of my thoughts. So it's my creative process, man. Next track right here is the Waldorf, and this is one of my joints right here that I want to display some skill to also. Just a track of me just going in and letting people know that I am that nigga. Nah, man, but this beat was hard as hell. I had to body it, so let's check it out. The Waldorf right here, man. You got your tickets, dope.
Relax, eating good, top floor at the Waldorf. Yeah. My game's tighter than pit bull pants. The wrong glance at my dogs to get your whole face gnawed off. Chilling with Yak, a nice roll with a broad.
Living my life, yeah, that's my shit too.
Flight code that I called off. When I'm tripping, all expenses paid. Lights all to a light switch, bitch. A click gets sprayed. I'm too damn much. My words hit your pride like your girl looking you dead in the eyes while telling you man up. So don't be surprised. Stop playing in them streets when you see the ride coming down the block. No two-hand touch. Beastie. We all bars in the game, when the game stop, no matter what piece you are, we go on the same box. So until it's over, my homie, I'll be the flyest. I'ma chill and just kick back harder than Leonidas. We're so scandalous, you're so talentless. To your surprise, I've been rolling with no manager who go challenges himself to switch styles. Valdo, check my soul caliber. They saying rappers at an all-time low. They playing limbo with it, niggas back to touching the flow. But I'm like Kimbo hitting, known for letting all mine go. The Big Mac fresh out the box, letting these small fries know. Yeah, my road dogs expose y'all, y'all so fraud. Yeah. Run your now, bar block, nigga, we go hard. In the middle of war, remain so calm. Strapped with the hardware like so calm. Pussy in all types of colors, damn. Voltron, I be killing niggas daily on the bike though. Used to try to trap, but
that was like one of the first singles I released from this project. That was like the first single I released. And I actually did a lyric video for that too. And it was just something getting my feet wet and let people know that I was coming with a new project. And I think I did this video, shit, it was like a year before I actually released the project. So this was like a year before the whole project came out. So this is the beginning stages of how I built this album. But it was based on this song right here, and I built everything around it. So that's how I construct my projects, man. I constructed song by song. So that was the Waldorf right here. Now let's go to the next track right here, man. This one, a lot of people, either people love this track, Victim, or they hated it. This is one of my personal favorites because I did something different. I did something different, and I actually sung on it in auto-tune. A lot of people are like, oh, you're doing auto-tune, you're not true to hip-hop, shut the fuck up. I did auto-tune, and I had fun with it, and it was a dope experience. It was a dope experience. So yeah, man, Victim was the shit. I love doing this song, and I just like to challenge myself musically. And this was one of my favorite joints, once again, because I stepped out of the box and did something that I don't normally do, and people wouldn't normally hear from me. They don't normally expect this type of stuff from me. They expect that hardcore shit, and I just want to flip it and do something that I wanted to do, because part of being a solo artist is being able to create freely. I didn't want any kind of restrictions or anything on how I created. And when I did this album, I just had so much fun doing it because I had complete control. I did it in my own studio, and I had all the confidence in the world because I just felt free. I felt free of, having to worry about pleasing this person, or pleasing this fan, pleasing that fan. And I just said, I'm gonna do this album for me. I'm gonna do what I want to do. So this is a Victim right here. I'm gonna play a little bit of that and let y'all hear my fucking my crooning skills, because I was singing in here like a motherfucker. Just playing, man, but I was carrying a couple of notes. Check it out. I'm letting it grow. That's what I'm out here. You like it? Yeah. I switch shit up all the time. I'm just letting it grow out. I don't know. I look good, don't I?
Why must I conform to what you want me to be? You off course, you ain't leading me at all. Your intentions ain't pure. Felt your vibe soon as you walk through that door. Can't look you in your eyes. They know they do wrong. You there when they need you. You need them, they're gone. But that's what they do. So if you're telling folks you don't fuck with me, cool. Just make sure that you tell me too. I don't care to hear about your plans. You a narcissist. The people you ride for were the ones that you were walking with. They don't know the real you. Soon enough, you gon' use them up and then put them in your rear view. They gon' wanna kill you. It's a gang of folk you did dirty. Karma's gonna cash a check with heavy interest. Yo, it's gonna feel you. And I hope you had enough to pay it back. In a nutshell, my nigga, you whack. People screaming that they love me. You a motherfucking liar, never there when it's time. Some people say they want me. Didn't give a damn about me when I had that 9 to 5. Now if you knew the real me, you would know that shallow talk never fulfilled me. I would rather be off on my own, guard my energy and water in my soul. Look at what you become.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite joints too, and I'm gonna keep saying it because I challenged myself musically, and I took my time with this, and I just had fun with it. And it was pretty much just talking about people who play victim of any circumstance because they don't want to fess up, don't want to own up to anything that they do. They would rather just keep gaslighting you and making it seem like you tripping, or that you are out of bounds for saying something or bringing something up that may have affected you, that some shit that they've done that affected you. And once you bring it up, they act like you're inconveniencing them with how you feel or your truth on how you feel about something or about a situation. So they call victim on everything. They're like, oh man, I love you, or oh I love you, or whatever. But they're doing all these things to hurt you, but no one acknowledges it. They don't acknowledge the shit that they do. They just want to keep going. And once you bring it up, it's like you're inconveniencing them. So I just say they're victims because they're the ones who call like, oh, I'm a victim. And it's not you're a victim. You're victimizing people. So that's why I made that track, and that's what I was about. And it was a dope song to do. So there you have that. All right. Oh, my Nutmeg freestyle. Yeah, that was Midwest Marauders. Midwest Marauders. That Nutmeg shit was dope. Yeah. All right. Next joint is with my homie, my ace from the legendary group, Rock Bottom. My homie Rod Day. We did this joint called Living My Life. And it's like a favorite. I didn't think this song was going to be a favorite like that. And this shit is like, it bangs so hard. Like, as soon as when he sent his verse back, I was like, now this shit is going to be like insane. Because I personally didn't like my verse. I wrote my verse like 4 times over when I did Living My Life, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I wrote the hook like 3 times, and I didn't like it. Didn't like it. And he told me when I sent it to him, he was like, "Yo, the hook is dope, man. Leave it as it is." So I'm like, "All right, cool. If Rod Day is telling me that, then I'll believe it, because homie is A1 with his musical ear." So I just went ahead and did it, sent him the verse, and he sent it back, and he laced it. And after that, I was like, "Yeah, this is gonna be a banger," because I love the beat. I just didn't like the song, the way I was going with it. So like I said, I had to rewrite it so many times. I was like, I'm just giving up on this shit, because I just wanted to do the beat justice. But once we did it and laid the song, I was like, yo, this shit is a banger. So shout out to Rod Day. Shout out to Rock Bottom. Much love to all y'all. Y'all are definitely legends in the game, especially in Detroit. So they are trendsetters. If you don't look up Rock Bottom in Detroit, look Rock Bottom up. Those are some of the most lyrical cats you'll ever want to meet. And they hard, man. Those boys go hard from back in the day to now. So check those dudes out, man. Rock Bottom. Salute to y'all. Here you go, Living My Life, featuring Rod Day.
I don't get why niggas wanna see me fail. I'm steady dodging these phonies, homie. I'm just out here living my life, and we gon' get it, can't you tell? No matter what, stay hater free, grind, get your fam off the street. Get on your grind and get your mail. Stay on course, don't lose focus, they ain't stopping you from living your life. So live it up and live it well. No matter what, stay hater free and grind, get your fam off the streets, get money and drive. Live your life, homie, you only get one of those. That's why I'm flexing in my summer clothes, bossed up, stay stacking. Keep it safe, fed, and stay packing. Make sure your family straight and your hustle stay active. Put your mans on to something and let them live. Get the bag and stash something for the kids off of the books. Phone ringing off of the hook. Moves to make, lose the snakes. You real if your whole crew get cake. Stress-free living, jet ski vision, blue water. Enjoy your life, it's a new order. Even if you're 9 to 5 and stay getting it stride. Let them birds keep talking, make your chicken and slide. Meditate and eat well, dodge the negative vibes. Evenly sever the pie so all your fam can get by. Ain't nothing like getting it on your own. That's when you truly are grown. Dodging them haters, staying up in your zone. I'm steady dodging these phonies, homie. I'm just out here living my life, and we gon' get it, can't you tell? No matter what, stay hater free, grind, get your fam off the street. Get on your grind and get your mail. Stay on course, don't lose focus, they ain't stopping you from living your life. So live it up and live it well. No matter what, stay hater free and grind, get your fam off the streets, get money and drive.
If they could, these ops would kill you twice. These niggas hate to see you loving your life. They hate to see these Instagram models keep blowing your dice, and later on she gon' blow you tonight. Oh, they mad. They don't want you pulling pounds out the glad bag. All on the West Coast partying like Raz Cash. Down bottom of the map, meat milling on the mopeds. They just wanna grin when you roll past with his hoe ass. They don't like us, we don't give a shit. Plus we strapped up. They don't wanna see us winning, stacking bands to the ceiling. They just want your IG pic on the gilding. Ha, that's why I'm cautious through every turn. Skating through the city with the 40 like I'm Zetterberg. You niggas never learn, you suckers need help. Why hate on us? Go get it yourself.
Wanna see me fail. I'm steady dodging these phonies, homie. I'm just out here living my life.
Appreciate that, Eric. Much love, man. Yo, I'm gonna get mine regardless. I'm really, it's funny. I say this all the time. I'm not in it for recognition. This is just something I love doing. I'm glad that you do recognize that, and I appreciate it. But I'm just saying, I'm not in it for the recognition and the accolades and all that shit. I just this is something that I just love doing. I appreciate when people do recognize it, and that's it. But other than that, you know, I just go hard for what I believe in and for what I do. So much love to you. Thanks. I appreciate that. Do you and Denon are the only ones from the group that likes to sing? I guess so, apparently. We just do whatever we feel in our hearts to do. You know, as far as music, me and Denon always have been in tune with each other as far as music. We haven't recorded together in like 3 years. But I'm sure whenever we do record, me and him just click, because that's just what we do. Me and him musically, we have like the same ear when it comes to a certain thing and a certain vibe with each other. So yeah, we do that. Appreciate that, man. Alistar. All right, next song, man, is Hip Hop featuring the great Melanie Rutherford, man. I just wanted to do a feel good song, and this song actually felt real good doing. It was the track alone was just a dope ass vibe, and it was just a nostalgic vibe for me when I heard it. I was like, yo, this shit sound like just an ode to hip hop, you know. So I just went and I did it, and it came out dope. And I hit up Melanie Rutherford, and you know, you hear on a lot of different songs, a lot of the girl can blow. She is a natural gift from God vocally, like she's killing it, and she came through and laced it, and the song just came out dope. I wrote it like so fast, and it just came from the heart. So this is my love for hip hop, and professing my love for hip hop, and I just love this music and I love this culture so much. I just want to show that in a song. So this is Hip Hop. It's one of the singles that's out too on the Bando Theory, so you can cop that. And make sure again, log in to digitalmusicconference.com and check out all the good shit we got in here. So check it out. Here's Hip Hop.
I still love you. It's funny how I feel you so much, but I can't hug you. I put whatever on it. Every moment is a sweet scene. You're flyer than the flyest chica in the G-string. My ambitions as a rider is a street dream. Shout out to the G's and the 6 foes they keep clean. You and me, we got something going. Square business. You waited up for me while I was on that rider's block. You the realest. Even when them shots land, I be chilling by the pool and doing my pop dance. It's all love. Closer than close, what you call us. We come through for each other always. It's all trust. I used to think about you blowing bubbles on the porch. Little verse, little bridge, do some tweaking on the chorus. Hit the house parties at the front door with full force. Kicking rhymes till my voice go hoarse. Never divorce my music.
In and out of my life. I don't know why, but I love you. Without you, I couldn't survive. And you know that's why I love you. Said I love you. Hip hop.
It's been a minute, I ain't kicked it with you. My apologies, had a hard time getting to you. But now we here, baby, I don't complain about you at all. Rather me than you rest inside of someone else's.
Just my love for the music.
In the crib, now my in-house thing.
We are hip hop heads over here, man, and a lot of people overlook that and don't know that we come from a rich hip hop culture here in Detroit. From the hip hop shop to the Rhythm Kitchen to St. Andrews to the Shelter. It's just the list goes on and on. So you know, we were bathed in this hip hop shit, man, and we just love this culture. We want to preserve it, and that's what I plan on doing. That's what I'm doing. I'm keeping it dear in my heart, and that's what hip hop is to me, man. It's a feeling. It's life. So I'm just saying how much I love hip hop, and that's my shit. And I'll rep this shit until I ain't here no more. And even when I ain't here, you'll hear this shit and say, yeah, he was repping. So shout out to Melanie Rutherford. Much love to you. Thank you for coming through on this shit. And we're going to be working again on some more stuff. So y'all be looking out for that. And let's get into the last 2 tracks here, man, because I'm bringing it home now. And this next joint is one of my, this was a fun song right here, man. Red Hot and Faygo. And that's a Detroit thing. In Detroit, we got the better made chips called, and one brand of them is Red Hots. You can get the hot kind, and the Faygo is the brand of the pops that we drink. Soda, for all those who don't, we call soda pop here in Detroit or the Midwest. So Faygo is a brand of pop that we drink, and the Red Hots are the flavor of the chips that we have here. So I named this Red Hot and Faygo because it's old school as hell. The beat was just old school to me, and I wanted to give it an old school vibe. So here is Red Hot and Faygo, produced by my man, I think, in Richmond. So yeah, let's check this shit out right here.
to me like when they had a boss over. A Wayne Brady attitude when he hanging with Dave. Give me a sandwich, leg shot, then I'm driving away. I can't keep the girl from off me, she riding away. I'm beefing on these corny niggas, remind me to shade. Top 5 of Detroit, you better time again. I'm done fucked up more miles than King Vitamin. No savage here, just a supersized mag here. As long as you bring my bag here, or get lamb here. I damn near done everything that these niggas is claiming. They shooting, I'm scratching my head like where the fuck they aiming. Meanwhile, I'm in the store by the red hot. Shook a couple bags, took one. Where y'all say on red pop? I never miss like dead shot, red dot. My day is just getting started, close for the fed shot. I swear every time I wake up, somebody got a problem. That's when I get the news later on that somebody shot him. It feels good to be raw as fuck without the condom. That's why I bust off so fast, up from the bottom. So I cuff my grown ass nuts and get my day going. These dudes ain't really built like that and they know it. Y'all in the store mugging, yeah, y'all thugging if you say so. I just wanna slice some red hots and a Fago. I swear all these rappers wanna do is drink, smoke, and Snapchat. I'm looking like what happened to the gangsters in the backpack. I guess I'm finally getting my old head swag. Keeping up with these.
So yeah, that's my shit right there. Red Hots and Fago, man. Yeah, that was my joint. So yeah, man. That was just my old school track right there, man, to make y'all do them old school dances and shit. Y'all know y'all 80s and 90s babies, 70s babies that take y'all back, making y'all want to do the WAP and all of that shit, man. So Red Hots and Fago, that's one of my favorite joints, man. So shout out to Enrichment. Yeah, that's what's up. My Brother's Keeper, that's coming, man. Me and Swifty had 2 different projects we were working on. Swifty went on to do a couple of movies, and I was working on this, and I had a couple of more projects I was working on that I actually have finished now. So me and Swifty got that coming. It's on deck. It's already done. We just haven't had time to come together and see what release date that we want to set for the actual project. But the project is done. It's finished. It's mixed. It's mastered. All of that shit. So me and Swifty McVeigh will be dropping My Brother's Keeper real soon. We just had to get our schedules in order. So yeah, that's coming though. That's definitely coming. Be looking out for it. I'll keep y'all updated on all that shit. All right, last joint right here, Day One. I made this just to give a shout out to all the Day One homies out there who've been rocking with me since I was a little kid, since I was a teenager, who I just grew up with. Like, I can see them, you know, no matter how long it's been since I saw them or seen them, it's like we pick up like we never left from around each other. And it's just a shout out to everybody out there who y'all got homeboys or homegirls or whatever, what have you, far as Day One homies, Day One niggas. And it's just the person you've been, you know, in preschool together with, who y'all mobbed together in high school or whatever it is. Y'all came up together, and you know that's one of your Day One homies that you can always depend on, always count on. You know their parents know you, their parents know each other, whatever the case may be, just your Day One homie. And I wanted to capture that and just give a shout out to all the Day One niggas out there. So that's what Dons mean. D-O-N-S, Day One niggas. D-O-N-S, Day One niggas. That's the name. That's why it's like that, how I titled it. So here is the last track featuring T-Boy, produced by Block Symphony, some dope producers. And this is the last joint, and I just wanted to bring it home on this song, so that's why it's a little somber and cool and sweet and shit, because it's so mellow that I thought this would be a great way to end an album, because I don't want to leave people just, you don't leave anybody just hype as fuck after such a huge album. You want that shit to mellow out. It's like a cool down when you're working out. You do your cardio and you do all that shit, and then you have to cool that shit down, man. You can't leave that bitch hype as hell. You want to cool down, just walk it off, and then you feel relaxed and shit. So this was Day One, Don's, and this was just a cool ass track for me. I'm gonna play this last one right here, and then we can get ready to get up out of here. Thank all y'all for tuning in, though. What up, Wes Hawthorne? Much love to you, bro.
Yeah. Day One's out there.
I did a little singing on this one too. So you can hate if you want to. Y'all know my voice is like fine wine in a vocal form.
The sandbox all the way on up. Been by your side and just been solid. It's an unbreakable bond right there, you know. You can look and both of y'all kids are playing together. And it reminds you of when y'all two used to play together. Yeah. See, it's nothing like kicking back. Tell a few hood stories, laughing and smoking while sipping that yak with ya. Day one nigga. And no matter how long it's been, they never trip. Anytime you need them, night or day, when shit get thick, you can always call ya. Day one nigga. Whether right or wrong, they got your back. Even when you're wrong, they tell you later. Right after, they help you scrap that ya. Day one nigga. Yeah, I know a friend that help you move, but a true friend that help you move a body. So never confuse them with ya. Day one nigga. No matter what you go through, got somebody that'll hold you down. If you got some enemies, guess who won't be all around them? It's ya. Day one nigga. If they ain't good with you, they ain't good with me. So when you see me, homie, don't speak until you clear that matter up with my day one nigga. Even back in the days, y'all had a scrap. Y'all beef out for like an hour before you know it. They back to being your day one nigga. They say a true friend is hard to find. Yeah, you got a lot of homies, but only you can define who's your day one nigga. Day one nigga. This is for my day one nigga. Day one nigga, you don't hear me though. Day one nigga, day one nigga. This is for my day one nigga. Day one nigga, always down the road. No matter what happens, they're loyal through all your ups and downs. That's why I walk right through all these clowns and give a pound to my day one nigga. Day one nigga. This is for my day one nigga. Day one nigga, always down the road. Day one nigga. We haven't seen each other in a long time.
Yeah, so that was day one. That was Don's. That was Don's, and that's the end of the album right there. And I just let it ride out. And that's it, man. That's the end of the Bando Theory. And this is one of my, like I said, one of my strongest releases. I think one of my best releases, because this is one of the first times where I actually felt completely free to do what I want to. And not that I was being confined into something, but just mentally I put myself in the box as far as rapping before. And on this particular project, and from now on, I'm just free with what I want to do. I'm not constricted to anything. I'm not restricted to anything. I'm letting it all out any way I want to. So if I want to sing, if I want to fucking tap dance, I don't care. I'm going to do that shit because it's what I want to do. And if you're rocking with you rocking with it. If you're not rocking with it, then, you know, you can find what you want to find somewhere else. But that's it for that album. Yo, you can copy it anywhere on any digital music outlet. The Bando Theory is out right now, so you can go get that. And you can check the whole album out in its entirety and check it out, man, and show that love. I'm gonna answer a couple of questions real quick that got emailed to me though before my partner try to kill me. What up to Bill Novoa, who's on my back? I'll be giving him gray hairs because he can't find me ever. All right. Here's a couple of last little questions I'm going to answer real quick. This question is from Hugo Smits from Florida. What exactly is the Bando Theory? The Bando Theory is many meaning. It has a lot of meanings to me. One meaning that I have personally is my thoughts on the hip hop business, the hip hop industry. And like my album cover, you see a beautiful house, and then you see right next to it is a big abandoned house. And the beautiful house is what hip hop represented before. It was just beautiful. It was new. It was squeaky clean before anybody moved in and started wearing it down. And on the second side, when you see the abandoned house, it's the representation of how fucked up a lot of shit is with the music industry. Not the music industry, but just with the music that's being pushed to the forefront. And now people use this platform. It's just a hustle. And that's cool, but you use it as a hustle with no heart in it. Like you put no heart into the music. And of course, we use hip hop to get to other places and to do other things. That's dope, because I do the same thing. but I don't misuse it. I use hip hop for what it's there for, and that is to reach people. And once I'm reaching people, wherever it takes me from there, I just go there. But a lot of people like, yo, I ain't a rapper, you know, I'm just in this, I like the hoes, I like the money, and that shit to me is what that abandoned house represents, like just the hollowness of how shit is with hip hop now. Like it's looked down upon by so many people who are actually artists that's saying, yeah, I ain't no rapper, man. And I think that's just the dumbest shit ever, because you're selling, that's the shit that you're selling. You're selling your art. And you're saying that you're not an artist, but you're selling your art. That's the dumbest shit ever. So that's what that represents to me. Number 2, from Leaf Erickson from Detroit. What up, Leaf? Are there any unreleased Bugs verses? I'm sure it's a lot of them. I've heard a few of them, but I don't have access to them. But yeah, it's a lot of Bugs releases, man. Shout out to Bugs, R.I.P. to Bugs, and shout out to his family. And that's one of the dudes who impacted me a lot musically. Like his flow was crazy. He was crazy on that mic. Like the energy that Bugs had was insane. And I think if he would have stayed here longer, he would have changed the whole dynamic of how D12 sounded. And we just would have been up another notch, because Bugs just brought a certain energy that was undeniable. Him and Proof's energy was insane. And those two energies alone was fucking incredible. So I always miss that energy from Bugs, but I carry it with me. And every time I hear the fight music verse from my verse on fight music, I think of Bugs, because I actually used that song when I was rapping with Bugs, and we did the whole group when we were trying to come up and get our demo and shit together. We did that song, and I had that same verse. And that was Bug's favorite verse. He was like, yo, kick that Rodney King in them verse. And so I kicked that shit for him, and he was like, oh, that shit crazy. But shout out to Bugs' family, and R.I.P. to Bugs. That's my brother forever. And he'll never be forgotten. Skaz1 from California. Do you prefer working in a group or a solo? I like both. I never had the desire to be solo. I love rapping in groups. I love being in a group. So it's kind of love-hate thing with groups and solo shit. In a group though, I can say you really have to wait on the next person. You have to depend on the next person. It's like a baton getting passed on, and like a relay race. And you have to keep on passing the baton. So you have to wait for the actual person. You have to go at their pace. You have to see what they're talking about. So you have to do more work as far as matching them with what they're talking about. And we were taught to match each other vocally and subject matter wise. You know, one person can't be talking about this, one person can't be talking about that. We all have to come together, and it's like collaborating, making a project. And you can only do so much on your end. So you can make sure your shit is straight, but you have to, they have to take care of their end, and it all has to come together. It has to be cohesive. So I love doing the group shit. That's where my heart is. I love group shit, but solo wise, I love the pace that I can go at, because I'm going at my own pace, and I got my own ideas, and I can complete full ideas without anyone saying, I'm coming in after this, I'm coming in after that. It's just me constructing my own little project. So I like them both. I like them both evenly, but I can say solo wise, it's more freedom naturally. So that's my thing right now. I'm doing the solo shit. I'm just getting used to doing my solo projects like that, and I'm real comfortable doing it now. First I wasn't, but now, I prefer solo right now. I'm in a solo space where I just need to get my material out. So that's what that is. All right. Joke question from K Lion from what's up, Frontline Graphics? Yo, Frontline Graphics, man. Shout out to him. He does like mostly all of my graphic designs for my singles, all of that shit. So shout out to him. What do he say here? Oh yeah, he did the cover too, the Bando Theory cover. So let me see. Can you get me backstage passes when you and Snoop in Amsterdam? Yes, Kay. Yes, man. Come through. You already know hit me up. You know my number, you know my email, you know all of that. So yes, you will be backstage with us in Amsterdam. Come through. It'll be a pleasure to meet you, my brother. And I'm looking forward to it. So yes, you welcome. Come through, man, and I got you. I got you. All right. Connor Hawley from Pennsylvania. What do I think of modern day rap / hip hop today? It's just like any other time. You have the garbage and you have the good shit. And you always have to balance it and see which ones that you want to deal with. It's shit on the radio that I actually fuck with. It's some shit that I don't. And that's just how it is. I just think the shit that's not on the radio needs to get more of a push. Or an equal push as the shit that is on the radio. But actually, it is now. Because you have a lot of underground radio. You have a lot of, you got Shade 405. Shout out to Shade 405. You have a lot of shit on Sirius XM. So, you gotta pay for that. But go get it. There's a lot of underground shit out there. You just got to look for it. It's not that hard to find. It's just at a click of a button. It's everywhere. It's all on the internet. It's all on YouTube. It's all on SoundCloud. So if you don't like how shit is sounding or the direction that the industry is going, not the industry, but the direction that the music is going, then, make a difference. Come make something dope and push that shit. And that's what I'm doing. I made something dope and I'm promoting, I'm pushing, and that's how I'm contributing to the culture. So I can't hate on it. I just say, just like any other thing, there's some things I like about it, some things I don't. Some shit is fucking trash. Some shit is fucking dope. And that's it. Someone from Instagram. Let's see what they say on. When can we look forward to my brother's keeper? Me and Swifty are working on that right now. We just had to talk about it the other day. So be looking forward to hearing some good news about that, because like I said, my brother's keeper project is done. It is finished, finito, done. It's on deck. It's in a chamber, whatever, all that shit. Me and Swifty just got to get on one accord with how we want to present it. But it's mixed, mastered, done. And me and him did a crazy project, man. Me and him, we came through like a motherfucker on this. So shout out to my brother, Swifty McVeigh. Always love him. That's my guy. And like I said, me and him will be on tour representing D12 this April for the I Want to Thank Me tour with Snoop. So check us out there. Come holler at us and all that shit. Number 7. This is my last question right here I'm going to take, because it's been so many. I've been on here so long, so I got to get up out of here. Last question I'm going to take is, what was the strangest thing you saw on tour? Man, I'm going to tell y'all this story real quick, and I'm going to get the fuck out of here, because people don't believe me. I don't even know if I should tell y'all this. It was one time. I was in my hotel room. We did like a 24-hour flight or something like that. I know we flew from Japan to somewhere else overseas. I don't know, but it ended up taking like almost 24 hours because we were switching flights. Actually, I think it was Switzerland. I think we flew from Japan to Switzerland. I'm not sure. Don't quote me, because my geographical shit is off. But I was in the hotel. It was like 3 a.m. I'm slap happy as fuck. I'm up. I can't sleep because my time zones is all fucked up, because I'm always on Midwest Detroit time. But I'm looking at, we got a hotel right next to this cathedral. And on top of this cathedral was a fucking stoned gargoyle picture. A statue. So I'm staring at the shit, and I'm looking out, and it's nighttime and shit. I'm looking out at the city and watching the little straggler cars go by or whatever. I'm way up in the air, so I can just see the little dots, the little lines and shit. Man, I looked up at that fucking picture, that statue again, and the motherfucker was staring right at me. And it wasn't staring at me before. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I closed my curtain and shit and ran, got my camera, because I always have my video camera on me. And man, when I went to go record that shit, the motherfucking statue was staring up the way that it was staring at before. So it wasn't even looking at me anymore. And I'm like, I'm going to fuck to sleep, and I'm not telling anybody about this. Naturally, after a while, I told the group, I told the rest of the gang, And these motherfuckers made fun of me for the whole fucking tour. And that's why I'm like, I ain't never telling them motherfuckers nothing else. So that was one of the strangest things. I saw a fucking gargoyle. It was a gargoyle, I'm telling you. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. It was staring at me. And I don't know if the shit was positioned the wrong way, or I saw it the wrong way, or I was fucking sleepy. But something happened. So fuck that gargoyle and everything else that got something to do with statues and all that shit. I stay away from all that shit now. I don't even want to watch the cartoon gargoyles, anything like that. I ain't with that shit. So that's one of the strangest things I saw. And I don't give a fuck what y'all say. That shit was staring at me, bro. It was staring at me. So fuck him. Because he should have at least crashed through the window and came to my defense like, yeah, I was staring at him. And I would have been cool with it. So that's it. I'm signing off now, man. Much love to all y'all out there. Man, no, I'm not going to tell these guys about the Wisconsin fight. That was... Yo, Bill, that's my partner right there, Bill. Yo, we were in Wisconsin, and I'm not gonna do it. Let's just say a dude was dressed up in a dinosaur outfit, and he looked like a T-Rex, and he was fighting, and it was like a T-Rex fighting a whole gang of people and shit. It was so fucking stupid. I don't know what the fuck was going on, but I've seen some crazy shit. But shit, I'm gonna sign the fuck off because I'll be telling tour stories and out of town stories all day. Much love to everybody who tuned in. Y'all stay tuned in to digitalmusicconference.com for more updates on what I'm doing and a lot of music updates on a whole lot of shit. We got a lot of shit coming here on this particular site. So much love to everybody who came through and listen with me and kicked it with me over here. Much love to y'all, and I will be back very, very shortly with new news and a lot of more information on a lot of things that I got going on. So much love. Kuniva signing off. The Bando Theory is out right now on all digital platforms. Go get that, and I will have hard copies coming up too. So I'll be letting y'all know about hard copies. What up, Dan Levins? All that shit, man. Dan Levins, if you want me on the track, man, you hit me up. KunivaBiz@gmail or hit Bill Novoa at Gmail. I mean, not my fault. NovoaEnt.com. You'll find all that shit in my Instagram and Twitter and all of that stuff, man. So hit me up on Instagram and Twitter, Kuniva D12 on both of those. And I'm on Facebook, Kuniva on Facebook, and a D12 page on Facebook. So hit me up. Much love to y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Peace and love. Kuniva signing out. I'm out.